Hi guys, hope you all have a good celebration. It was Christmas and don't know what you guys have done. I've spent most of the time playing computer games and this is the game that I've been playing, Prison Architect. It's a new game, it's an alpha stage and already there's a lot of positive comments on that. I've purchased it on discount and tried it out. It was really fun. I made the first video on how to make the what my progress has been, and this is the end of the last video whereby it was quite miserable. It was blood everywhere, everything is a mess, and people are just, I don't know, this guy doesn't look really happy. They are like arguing, they need some sleep and so on, they're screaming, and most of them are injured because they've been hitting the guard and so on. So it didn't end too well, but however, it's a learning journey, so I had a lot of fun, spending hours just to get to this stage. And then I found that, okay, look, let's do it again. Let's try something else. So that's what I did, and I'd like to share some tips with you, just in case you are planning to play the game or you have started to play the game, and it's good to share ideas. So now, what I've done is that I've started the game from the beginning again, because that doesn't really go anywhere. I've cash flow problem, my prisoners are killing each other, and so I've started a brand new game, and first of all I realized something. It's called Grant. So Grant is something like some quests or objectives that you try to achieve. So you can accept no more than 2 grants at the same time. But what it means is that each grant will designate you to do something, and if they will have advance payment to you, and then there's a completion bonus. So it's really good because they will ask you to build A, B, C, D, E, hire someone else or do something. They give you money at first so they can build it, and then after that you can after you complete doing it, you get bonus. So for instance, things like build 2 office, hire a warden, and unlock finance through bureaucracy, and hire accountant. Those are very much like what I have done in the first game anyway, and by doing that I earn money, and that solved my whole cash flow problem. So I mean, like this game is, it asks you to build certain things, and you just go ahead, build it. And I'm going to jump ahead. So anyway, I've redesigned my prison a little bit differently. So while you guys are watching the video, may as well do something here so you can see some action here, not boring. So the I've rethink the whole process, and I think I still would like to retain the concept that the staff office and the warden office are somewhere in front near the road, which I would probably enjoy a better life as a warden, if I was a warden, to stay somewhere closer to the road so I can see the outside world. And I've got the kitchen and canteen up there as my last video, and I have my holding cell here with a shower room here. So that was what my thinking, and I enclose it a little bit and so on. And I've because I need to build a yard anyway, so I plan a yard somewhere here. So that is the initial part of the game. And let me just jump ahead to the next one that I've already gotten the part about I've managed to hire my warden. I've managed to hire my accountant, so which is really important. That was what I planned to do last video as well, because I had a cash flow problem. I figured I need to have accountant, so I did that, and I've got a kitchen and so on and so forth, and basically I'm 8 hours away from receiving my prisoners, and I have a basic infrastructure in place. So what I need is just some to build some bench around this area, which I've already earmarked it, just waiting for the worker to come in, and basically my prison is ready for business as per se. And I've also completed my first quest, so as to speak, because I've finished the I've acquired the staff room and accountant and warden and so on. So it's really good, and my bank account was really healthy. So I've selected staff well-being initiative. And another one is just the basic detention center, and there are other things like short-term investment, long-term investment. It's kind of good once you get to mid game, whereby you are stuck doing something that take quite a long time to do, and you feel that well, since I can take 2 grants, may as well just have a short-term investment whereby you minus off some payment, but then you get a completion bonus. I mean, while waiting for it happen, why not? So I managed to work out the cash the account pretty well, at least initially in the game. And that is one thing I realized. Another thing that I learned is that you can control whether how many prisoners are coming in. In a sense, that there's a prisoner function here. Let me just jump ahead to the next one. Then I can show you how I control the inflow of my prisoner. So here is when you can have close or open. So if you click on here, you say you're ready to receive 8 more prisoner coming in, or I can say I want to close it. So for instance, no more prisoner. I just want to have my 8 of them and make sure I do a good job, handling all these prisoners before I expand myself. So it's great because I can still do all these side quests, so as to say, all this like building there's a visitation, right? So I need to build a common room, and inside there's a pool table, 2 TVs and 5 phone booth and so on. So I've planned out like just try and imagine if I was in a prisoner, which I hope I would never, if there's a common room, what would it look like? So I think there are some phone booth at the end of the room, and then there are some there's a pool table here, and I don't. TV is a tough one. I don't know how to put the TV. I mean, I don't know. I want to put some sofa in, but I think prisoner don't have sofa, so I have bench instead. So and there are 2 TV here. I think, yeah. I mean, so and by the way, I have a yard as well. Initially, my yard is very simple, just for them to like prisoners to sun themselves, just see the sun and so on, just to spend their free time on. But after a while, I learned something. Let me show you something. So I've go ahead and jump to this one here. Okay, so I haven't done up the yard yet, but what I've done here is that I've got the psychologist in, because it's one of the so-called grants that I must do that, and my so-called the common room is built up very nicely. It has the pool table here and TV. I think if you want to watch TV, you sit on this bench. You want to watch that TV, you sit on this bench. I think it's fair enough. The phone booth, I think some people like to have some divider on it, but I was studying in school and there wasn't any divider in the phone booth, so just I don't care. So yeah, that is the I've got the visitor room up as well, and I have 8 prisoners. They're by and large quite happy, just because there's 8 of them, right? And I've got the next grant is to have, let's see, I have short-term investment like I mentioned, and I have this prison maintenance that I have to unlock maintenance, cleaning and so on. So I need to start to think about how to clean the prison. And in fact, if you look at the whole so-called talent tree, whatever you call it, so the warden is the one that research on the first level stuff. But then in order to go deeper, like for instance, if you want to have something to do with cleaning or prison labor or grant keeping, you need a maintenance guy, a foreman that help you to do research. So warden is not the one who research on everything here. He managed the first level, and then after that, get the foreman to research on other things. Same as security as well. In order to deploy your security, even have dogs, which you'll see later. You need a security guard. You need to have a chief of security in the premises. So yeah, I mean that's what I've done, and let me see whether I've got something more exciting for you to show you. So now this one is interesting because what I've done is I've already come up with like 8 cells for my 8 prisoners, so they are quite well treated in a way. They have each of them has their own cell, but then it is also a part of me that is trying to learn the game, like how to deal with all these so-called management of little issues that you see. So in this part of the game, if you see, these are the jail door that require guards to open. So so that the efficiency isn't quite there. If a prisoner during free time they want to go to from here to there or whatever, the guard has to be there, to open the door. Or if they want to eat, the guard has to open the door. So it's something that I learned that if I be too restrictive on those jail door, it actually hurt the efficiency. So people have lesser time to eat because they queue up to wait for the guard to open the door. And I never been to a prison before, but I think since there are gates around here to protect, to sort of lock up the prisoner, there's really no need to have all these extra gates to hold them up. So in the next loading, I think I've changed some configuration here. But by and large, each of these prisoners have their own room. They seem to be happy. And then I was also trying to expand on the canteen area, because I'm thinking I want to have cell block A, which is to raise my prisoner capacity to 15. So now I have 8. I want to raise it to 15. And I was thinking that 1 table and 2 benches probably doesn't fly, so I expand on it, and I did some renovation expansion of the premises. So this game allows you to do that, but I do run into some problem after I've expanded a little bit on the. I try to accommodate 15 prisoner, which I have got 15 in, and I've also have 15 cells. So but this was time when there was a lot of riot happening, because they all not going anywhere. Right now it's sleeping time, but no one is sleeping. So I've been figuring why. So like this guy want to take a dump, the bladder problem. This guy want to family can ignore. But some want to exercise. Some have bladder problem, meaning they want to take a dump. Some actually have I think eating issue, and I realized that my cook are not really. I mean, during the eating hour, it doesn't really work. So I had no idea what exactly happened, and later on, another tips to share with you is that I read that if the prisoners are not, I think that each of them has needs, so you have to take a look at their need and to see and to see how to tackle their needs. So, for instance, if they haven't gone to the toilet, if they don't have access to the toilet, and they will not sleep, So although it is sleeping hour, it still won't go anywhere. Like right now, it's lock-up time, and they are still gathering around doing nothing. So I was stuck at this point for a long time. So what I did was that I manually assigned them back to the individual cells, and I don't know what are all this crap that's piling up here. So I remove all these stacks here, and I hire another cook and fire one of them, and all of a sudden it seems that the prison is going back to normal again, and so that is quite comforting to know. But I mean, if I leave this one for too long, you see this whole danger is increasing. So the prisoner will have serious complaint, and they will have critical complaint, and then and then all of a sudden there'll be riot, there's blood everywhere, and so on. But by now I've already got the janitor to help me clean up the stuff and so on. So that's one of the safe game. Then I would like to move on to probably this one here. So in this one, it's interesting because I've managed to solve my problem. I managed to manually assign all the prisoners back to their cell, so they know what to do. And for some strange reason, I also managed to get them to shower in this part of the room. So I think once you get the needs right, so they've eaten, they've taken their dump, so they're happy now, go to shower kind of thing. I've also built up some solitary cell because there were prisoners that are not doing the right thing, and you can get them punished. So just share with you, one time there was one guy that everybody, it was sleeping time, everybody was sleeping, right? And there's one guy who just keep walking around, so I mouse over him and he said he's drunk. So I mean, prisoner drunk, how can it be? So I asked one of the guy, they can actually ask one of the guy to say like can search a cell or search a prisoner. And what happened is that and you can search the cell block, and what happened is that the guard will then search everywhere and to see where there's some contraband or not. So, for instance, there are some one time they found booze in one of the guard, and then what happened? The guards get punished, right? So you know, it's interesting in the game because you know I don't know where the boost comes in. I think it must have gotten in from the visitor. So yeah, I mean it is an interesting game. So I would like to load the latest one that I've worked on now. This one is a lot more interesting because I've got quite a lot of things working out. I've got the dogs here. Look, there are the dogs here. I've got the dog crates as well. So these dogs are the one that patrol the outer perimeter of the prison. And I've also got the armed guard. So this guy has I think shotgun. Is carrying a shotgun. So I've got one armed guy to walk around this area, and I've got another armed guy that patrol these two areas. So and I intend to go for cell block B, which is cell block B, which is to raise my prisoner capacity to 50 from currently 16. I've taken in extra 8 as well and put them in holding cell, and you know, as you can imagine, they're not too happy. So I'm building this one up. Why I'm doing this? Because you know, although cash is not really a problem, but as you have more staff and going on, if you do not have enough prisoner, you run into a cash flow problem because, like for instance, the prisoner grant will go up as you're taking more prisoner, right? It makes sense. So you have to manage this balance sheet quite a fair bit because you know, if you lose money per day, this whole thing will get drained quite fast. In a way, you can't cover it up. So, you know, I have the open door for prisoner to come in, to sustain the kind of staff strain that I have. And some of this, like, so what I have in mind is that I intend to build 2 more wings. So I've already built up 1 wing just for this video. And what I intend to do, I want to expand on this common room because I will have more people. I built a canteen here as well and a yard here. So, a yard here. So you know what I do is that I can go ahead and apply the brick wall here because this become my new parameter, and I intend to build the what I intend to do is to have a large jail door here. And then once this one's up, I can dismantle this one because I don't need to have so many jail doors. And then what I need to do is that I can have a staff door here to have the kitchen that connect to this canteen. So you know, I have you know, I now have 2 canteens running for 2 wings here, 2 prison wings. Now of course I need to build up the wall here, but before I do that, I like to build up the foundation here. And actually expanding is a little bit hard to do. So it is quite hard to expand on the you need a bit of skill in order to get it right. So I finally, I think I got it. So you have to put down foundation and have to dismantle the wall here. Just like I guess in real life, whether you're building a prison or not. And I like to have closed this part as well, the wall. So now my prison is totally enclosed. Now I still haven't designated the area, so you know, no prisoner are going in. But I think as soon as my gate, okay, so this gate is up, so I can dismantle this one. So as soon as I have, I can actually help the guard as well to open this one, but the guard is already coming in. So as soon as this one is, this wall is up, I can designate the area and it's open for business. So I can say, you know, these are all cell, this is yard, and so on. So I think what I'll do right now, I'll go ahead and do that. But okay, so now okay, hang on. So I'd like to dismantle this wall as well. Just want to show you dismantle wall. So I can dismantle this wall here, and then I think once I do that, I can do what is it a fancy tile, or what kind of tile am I having there? I think I use a fancy tile, so I'll just use a fancy tile here. So now I've got a bigger area for my common room. So you know what it means is that I can accommodate more prisoner for the activity. Otherwise, they won't be happy. Now I do not know whether having so many prisoners in one area is a good decision or not. I probably need some guards to guard the area. But in any case, let me just go ahead and put a door here. Okay, I put a door here. So now my prison is really open for business. So all I need to do, I just designate area now. So I go ahead and designate all the cells. So these are all cells that can be used. Okay, sorry. These are all cells that can be used for prisoner. So now this is officially yay, open for business. So now, hold on, what have I done? So I've, okay, so I've got it. I think I could just like this, I don't know. I haven't really tried it myself. But what I do right now, I just designate all these areas, cell area. And once I got it done, then I've got the shower area here as well, so they can go shower. This door become, I manually open it up because I want them to, I want the worker to be able to access this area. So that one, I need to designate the area, which is this area, as the, okay, yard is here. All right, okay. And then I designate the, what is it called, the canteen here, right? And okay, so this one is a common room, so I have to expand, because I've done some expansion on the common room. So this become the common room. So that's it. And I can have more phone booth here, or you know, TV, another pool table or whatnot. So so I think in time to come I'll do that. And yeah, I mean, these are some of the tips for you to get started. I also realized one thing about the, you can build roads as well. The paving stone, you see, walk speed fast. So I realized, at first I don't care about all these roads, but as soon as I build them as the paving stone, the people are a lot faster when they come to, like, these are really walking a lot faster to get to the places that they want. So now, I don't know what's going to happen. Do I need more cook? I don't know. But I'm already getting, I think I have capacity. So what I'll do is that I can say I want it to open for business for another 8 more prisoners coming in. That will put my total count to 31. I still have enough cells. So so I probably could run it for another 2 rounds and see whether it's a good idea or not. So I've got it sorted out, and the and another thing I've learned is that hygiene is important. So what I've done is that oh my god, 2 guys sharing a toilet. Do you see that? See that? 2 guys are taking a dump together. No, I think this guy just waiting while this guy's taking a dump. Anyway, I also realized that the yard, although it's more for outdoor sunning or whatnot, you can actually build some shower facility there and some toilet, and they actually will use it. So you know, I can actually go ahead. I have some idea, like, you know, having a series of shower facility, just like this one here, with a little bit of like a little bit of what do you call it, the wall, to say, you know, maybe I just have some, you know, maybe I build like 1, 2, 3, 4 shower head, and maybe you know, like maybe I'm thinking of do I need some toilet as well? So I can probably do 4 here and put another toilet. Probably I need 2 toilets. So you know, yeah, maybe I just do another one here. Just I don't think it is really gross to have 2 toilets next to each other. I mean, these are prisoners, but yeah, I'll go ahead and do that anyway. So yeah, I mean, I hope you enjoy seeing this video. I think it's more constructive to watch. I mean, you know, yeah, I'm still thinking whether I should put 2 toilets side by side, but I think, you know, I mean, this is a prisoner, right? I mean, what have they not seen? I mean, yeah, so I mean, so I just build some shower area so people will have a chance to take a shower while they are sunning themselves. And I think I can't imagine, like, you know, in the alfresco kind of style, taking a shower probably is quite nice, and taking a dump as well. So yeah, yeah, I mean, you know, I thought I'll show you how this whole thing works. And already food is being served, and you know, just waiting for prisoners to get assigned to it. And I think I probably will have to manually assign some prisoner into these cells. And I think I can even designate this guard, for instance, to deploy into, say, this cell area. Right. So then there will be 1 guard here perpetually, and I can and they would be there to open the door when the guard is there. So I can also designate one of the armed guard to come here as well. So now, you see, my prisoner all have their own room, house suites, right? Yeah. So yeah, I mean, do check in again. I intend to keep going to see how far I can go. And now that I know how to work this game, meaning that go by the grants and so on, and I think it's fun. I mean, it's still quite a long way to go. And the next target for me is to build a school. I think there are some education program, and I can go ahead and sign up for it. So I think it's a great idea because people need education, right? So now I've got advanced funding as well, and I just need to build a classroom somewhere and hope that the prisoner turn up for school. Maybe they will not. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.